Hello and welcome to this video, and we are now to the final race of this Nissan Nismo Outlive Nismo RC Championship. The last race before we earn our car, and I have spent the engineer to help us for reducing some servicing time in order to gain some of the advantage over the race, and this could give some advantage to me, hopefully. And let's start. Those electrical sounds like pretty awesome. Besides, recently there is a time trial competition, and I can't find a really good time. I can't make it a really good. I can't make a group B time. All I could make is a group C time. I have barely made it to the group B, but don't know how to make it into the group A. Never mind that. So let's talk about this car. This car have a really good, of course, it have a really good electrical sound. It is powered by electricity, and besides, this car have really good handling. I can see that, and a pretty good, not the best. And acceleration is also the advantage of this car. This car is good at is extremely good on the acceleration, and the grip is fine. The grip of the car is good. However, I think the downside is the brakes. The brakes is very awesome because you can brake very late into the corner. Normally, I will brake it like way more early in this corner. There's a bit of handling. The handling is a bit twisty. The overall, this car is good on a lot of points, but it have a really low top speed, so it makes very difficult to drive this car on the straight. On the big straight. The straight is punishing this car. It's just losing the advantage. So in this time trial competition, we are at Melbourne. I still can't find anything it's good at. I still can't find it. I still can't make a really good time. I try my best. I will not spend a lot of time on that because it's just too waste of time. But I will try to push into the limits all the time. And this car properties is very good at that on the Melbourne because the car is very good at that handling and those brakes and those accelerate and very good acceleration and awesome brakes, and besides it have a awesome grip. Does not like any electrical cars that which like the Lotus Evija or the Renault Desire. They are very good at acceleration. It have top speed is very normal. It's good, but the downside is the handling. So I can't use the Renault to just hit a group A time, even though other player does. I do not. Just give it up. And this is and this car is good at that Melbourne, that really narrow street circuit with pretty much corners and very narrow straight, with very short straight. You can only like does not like the Le Mans or the Circuit de Spa. The straight like that straight punishing this car is punishing this car and making it very slow. It doesn't. It have the speed it gains is on the corner. I can brake it very late. Because this car. And do you guys have any? I think it's time for me to like back out for that time. Here we go to the corner. I am trying to push to the limits because I ran out of time at that time. I in the game I have a lot of time, but in the real world I didn't, and just rushing through every stuff to try to use less free. Oops. Okay, I wasn't paying attention at that time. I'm sorry, and just went off track. It's just trying to use as least as I can to drive the car. I'm testing to the limits, not driving randomly. I'm using it strategically. I'm driving strategically, just pushing to the limits and using every inches on the track. Sounds familiar to that 2007 Japanese Grand Prix where this sentence is being said by the the reporter, that using every inches on the track and often go off to the margin. That one. That Fuji Speedway is the Ferrari and the Williams, the Ferrari of the Felipe Massa and the Williams of that Robert Kubica is fighting to the limits, and that race is very awesome. Just can't see it, with a lot of water splashing through everywhere and often go off the margin. They are just trying to splashing and ran off the track and doing a lot of battle stuff and just overtaking each other in multiple times. It's just amazing at that time. Memorable time. However, in recent years, we did not see such stuff happening. And winding up to the final corner, accelerate to the limits, push it to the limits. Yeah, I crossed the line. Oh, by the way, if you are driving this car in the Le Mans and the non-straight is punishing this car, there's a lot of non-straight is punishing this car. For 2 laps in this race, for 2 laps at Le Mans, this car is driving 8 minutes, almost 8 minutes, while some of the high top speed like hypercar or the smaller the Le Mans prototypes, they are using like 6 minutes for that 2 laps, 6 to 7. So you can see how fast it is. And this is mostly let me collect to that reward. Amazing, this Nissan Nismo RC. Amazing car, very good sounding car as well. And actually I won a Volkswagen. I will make a video later. And this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching it and happy racing. Oh.